If you don't hook the viewer in the first 3 seconds, your video is officially dead. Here's how to master the opening hook. In just a few minutes, I'll reveal the one thing you absolutely must do if you want your analytics and views to skyrocket overnight. We'll talk about the art of crafting the perfect opening hook, also known as the so-called hook. Forget about all the other technical details if you haven't mastered this rule. The opening hook is those first 10 to 20 seconds of your video, which serves solely to grab the viewer's attention, break down their defenses, and make them stay until the end. But let's be even more aggressive and realistic. On modern YouTube, and especially when we're talking about short-form content, the first 2 to 7 seconds are literally a matter of life and death for your content. If your video has a huge percentage of people who click on it, but in the first 5 to 10 seconds they run away as fast as they can, and the algorithm notices this instantly, the system recognizes you as boring, throws you to the bottom of the search results, and all your effort goes to waste. That's why today we're going through 5 powerful proven strategies for creating an introduction that no one can skip. We're turning off the boredom and moving on to a rapid-fire action. Listen to me carefully. Let's get straight to the heavy artillery. How do you actually make an introduction that people simply have to latch onto? Strategy number 1 is to start with a provocative question or a shocking statement. In the very first second, you have to create massive curiosity in the viewer's mind. Don't start your video with, "Hey guys, I'm so-and-so. Today we're doing this." Nobody cares about that. Start with a counter question. For example, why do most people think that a certain tourist destination is paradise on earth? But in reality, it's a huge scam where you'll end up broke. I spent a month there and discovered the harsh truth. Boom! In a second, you've created tension. A person who is planning to travel there is now in a panic and simply has to watch the video to the end to see if they've been scammed. Strategy number 2 is a preview of value, that is direct proof of the final outcome. This is the perfect format for tutorials, cooking, or DIY videos. Don't start the video by showing an empty table or raw ingredients. Start the video with the finished, perfect, cinematically edited dish that looks absolutely amazing, or with the completed project that shines. Then say, "Here's what you'll learn to make in this video, step by step in less than 10 minutes. When someone sees the beautiful reward waiting for them at the very beginning, they instantly get motivated to sit and watch the whole process to find out how it was achieved. You've sold them the outcome before the video even started. Strategy number 3, using striking visual shocks and incredible facts. If your topic has a visually stunning moment, put it in the very first second without any context. Show a dramatic cut, an explosion of colors, a strange shot, or present a mind-blowing fact. For example, this thing on my desk is older than the pyramids in Egypt, and I bought it for 20 euros at a flea market. The human brain is programmed to seek explanations for anomalies. When you throw such a visual or textual shock at it, it stays glued to the screen because it wants to solve that puzzle. The 4th strategy is diving straight into the heart of the action through a personal story. The biggest mistake when telling anecdotes is starting chronologically. People say, "Well, I got up in the morning, packed my things, got in the car, started driving, and then it happened to me." Boring. Flip through the story to the most dramatic moment, to the very climax, and put that at the beginning. Start the video with, "At that moment, 3 men cornered me in a dark alley. My glasses fell onto the asphalt and my nose was completely smashed. Here's how I got out of that situation." You've thrown the viewer right into all the drama. They don't even know where you are, who you are, or why this happened to you. But their adrenaline level has spiked, and now they have to watch the video to see how the story ends. And the 5th strategy is the brutal debunking of widely accepted misconceptions. Start the video with a sentence that attacks what everyone blindly believes. Say it. "All those pills, powders and supplements you buy at pharmacies and health food stores to lose weight are nothing but a packaged lie that's destroying your organs. Today we're going to expose that industry. When you attack people's beliefs, you provoke a reaction. Those who take those things will watch the video to see if they're poisoning themselves. Those who don't take them will watch to see if they were right. You've hit the mark with everyone. Now that you know what you need to do, let's go through the list of forbidden things, those amateur mistakes that instantly kill channels. First, forbidden things include long, slow, introductory speeches with self-introductions. Stop wasting precious seconds explaining who you are, what your channel is called, what you do in life, and what you'll be doing in this video. The viewer has already read the title of your video and seen your thumbnail before clicking. They know very well what it's about. If you repeat in the first 2 seconds what they've already read in the title, you're insulting their intelligence and wasting their time. They click X and go to someone who's faster. The second forbidden thing is deceptive clickbait and making big promises. Don't promise castles in the sky in your introduction or claim you'll reveal the secret formula that will make people millionaires in 3 days if your video only offers some basic generic information from the internet. Success on YouTube is based solely on trust. If a viewer ever feels deceived by your introduction, not only will they leave the video, but they will never return to your channel again. And in the comments, they'll leave you a bunch of negative energy that will hurt your rating. Also pay attention to pacing, that is the rhythm in editing. There's no room in the introduction for deep sighs, fixing your hair in front of the camera, stammering, or pauses where nothing happens. All of that must be mercilessly cut out in editing. Every second needs to burst with energy and lead the viewer into the next sentence. To wrap all of this into one indestructible system, I'll give you 3 golden tips that you must stick to when creating every next video. Tip number 1. Invest as much time in crafting the first 10 seconds of your video as you do in the rest of the script. People spend days editing the middle and end of the video, but come up with the intro in 2 minutes while turning on the camera. That's pure suicide. If someone doesn't make it past the 10-second mark, it doesn't matter how good the rest of the video is, because no one will ever see it. The intro should be written first and polished to perfection. Tip number 2. Constantly experiment with different types of opening hooks. Don't always start your video with the same template. In one video, start with a shocking question. In the next, throw in a visual shock. In the third, dive straight into the drama with a personal story. Monitor your analytics, check the audience retention graph in the studio, and the system itself will show you what people respond to best. And tip number 3, adapt as the platform changes. YouTube is a living thing. Trends that excited audiences 3 years ago are now slow and boring. The pace is getting faster, people's attention spans are getting shorter, and that's why your energy and your introductions need to be sharper than ever before. Your action plan for today is simple. Take the script for your next video, read the first 30 seconds, and throw it away if it starts with an introduction. Rewrite it using one of the 5 strategies we talked about. Once you master the art of the opening hook, you've solved the biggest problem: keeping your audience engaged. But what should you do when your video starts getting views? How do you organize your work for the long term so you don't burn out in the first month? That's why in the next video, we'll move on to the strategy of organization and logistics. I'll show you how to create the perfect YouTube content calendar, how to organize your resources and time without a gram of stress, and how with a mass production system you can film content for several months ahead in just one weekend afternoon. Click on this video that has now appeared on your screen to go straight to the next lesson. And I'll see you there. Crush this day. Don't give up, your story is just beginning.